It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Niners and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next.
Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in
arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Seahawks.
Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first...
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jennings. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Second down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's going to have a Niners 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Purdy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Has his man. It's Samuel. First catch of the ball game for Debo. That's a 1st down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. And he's in. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here comes the 3rd-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. He'll work forward for a couple. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, But now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. 1st and 10. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's McCaffrey. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. Minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Seattle after this. To throw on first down is Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish.
That is caught. What a throw. Brandon Aiyuk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Well, Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly are.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll complete it to Barner. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Gino. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Aiyuk. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Brandon Aiyuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final 2nd now of this 1st half as this one is away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half. as we get back underway in the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7 brings up second and 17 at the 20-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They run with Walker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now, Gino. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Stop his feet, make him start his rush over again. Before you slip out, the ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Returnable from his own 4. Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. Brandon Aiyuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock him back to the 7.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It was Kayvon Wallace there to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 13. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Inches. He'll run. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's gonna have the Seahawks 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time, let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something.
Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's Geno. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Geno to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Here's Purdy. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 15.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one taken in by Chanel. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll check this down to the running back.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Niners have got it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Third down, 3 to go. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey.